Losing the person you love can be heartbreaking. Whether the person just doesn't return your feelings or whether they have returned your feelings but they decided that they no longer want to be with you and just want to go on with their lives without you. One way or another it will hurt, one way or another it will be painful, one way or another for most people it can feel like the end of the world. Now, if you're not one of those people, if you are okay with the person living their lives, okay for you, that's brilliant. For some, they become kind of stuck. And in this module, I'd like to propose to you a way to get over a broken heart and how people feel about it. And when this method can be used, how it can be used, and in what situations it's better to wait, in what situations it's not really the issue of a broken heart, because in some cases people are more in love with the idea of love than with love itself. So first, we really should think about the difference between, you could say, being charmed by the other person and being in love. Now, being charmed is the first part of most romantic experiences. So it's the feeling of just an incredible rush. You are head over heels in love with the person. They're just wonderful, amazing. You could give everything to them. You could climb the tallest mountain, do anything just to make that person happy with you, just to make that person return your feelings, just to make them smile, even if they don't return your feelings. Now, this phase lasts at most about half a year. It's purely chemical. It's something that's really hard to modify. So if someone comes to me in that phase, I'd say usually just wait. Because in that situation, the person is, we could say, dragged. Their own chemicals inside their brains are really making them feel different and experience the situation a bit unrealistically. They see no faults in the person, they see no problems, they are just amazed in the person. And for up to half a year this will last, and when it's over we have two options left. Either there's nothing more and the relationship fizzles on its own, and sometimes if you have a wonderful relationship and you're still very much engaged in the other person, but the other person starts losing interest, this is why that might happen. You are both chemically in love, chemically enamored with each other, but there was no romantic love besides. There was no mental love or deep love aside from that chemical love. So when the chemicals run out in the other person, they just don't feel anything anymore. Now, deep love or romantic love works in a different way. It works when you believe that you have some future with the other person. Now, it might not be a very precise future. It might not be you sitting down and planning, okay, so in 5 years from now we'll have kids, in 25 years our kids will go to college and we'll stay with each other, our hair will be a bit grey, but maybe he or she will paint her hair and make it better, whatever. This doesn't have to be that precise, it doesn't have to be that specific. What it can be is blurry, just a rough, unpolished image of you two getting all together, going all together. It's enough to tie your future with the other person. And when you combine your future with the other person, if the other person leaves, if they decide to go on their own separate way, if they decide to do something else with their lives, then, well, they take your future with them. So pretty much everything you've planned, everything you've been wanting to fulfill in your life just goes away. It's no longer there, and suddenly the future looks bleak, it looks empty, it seems like there's pretty much no hope, because your future was connected with the other person. And now that the other person isn't there, you really don't have any other option. You really don't have any way of seeing what to do with them and what to do without them. You have no plans or no goals in how you can work this. So that bit is something I can work with. I will not accept clients with chemical love, because that has to pass on its own, but I will accept clients with deep love, with people who are emotionally in love, who had that future plan with the other person.